or at least that's what we think. However, there are recordings that seem to defy all known explanations. Videos that show things that go far beyond what our minds can comprehend, from a mysterious discovery that seems to bring a curse to one of the best paranormal presences I've seen in years, to videos of the first positions that will leave you shaking. That's what you're about to see in this video, because I'm Brakeman and it's time to take a break. Today we present the top 10 horror videos that you should never watch at night. Before we start, let me remind you that my secondary channel Brakeman Curiosities is active. Check out all these curiosities. If you're interested and want to continue taking a break, I'll leave the link in a pinned comment. Without further ado, let's continue. They say that some treasures are not meant to be found and that unearthing them not only releases wealth, but also something that could have been waiting centuries. The following viral case on TikTok shows us how a young woman, upon finding gold bars near the US border, despite all the rumors, is a chain of inexplicable events that are affecting her and her family. There's also, look. I want you to see, I'm shaking. Bring it, and I dug quite a bit. I mean, I don't think these aren't on the surfaces. Do you see here? Oh, my hair doesn't let me see this. Here it is. Here it is. Come help me, please. Let's see, this one here. If you see that little guy. Let's see here. That's it. Let's see. Can I get more with my hand? No, man. In the recording, we see how the protagonist finds some gold bars buried in the forest. An incredible discovery that generated happiness, but only for a few hours, because when night falls, and as you can see in the image, the security camera captures a strange figure in front of her house. Motionless, almost human, who then disappears without a trace. Many claim that what is seen in the background of the video is not part of the landscape. Some say it is a wooden figure, others that it is a shadow in the shape of a human. The truth is that it appears right after the discovery, as if something had followed the young woman from the forest. It is a guardian, a curse, or simply an optical illusion. Some speak of an ancestral treasure protected by spirits, and that removing it from its place without permission could have dire consequences for its discoverers. Do you think this is the case? I would also remove a treasure knowing the consequences that this could bring to you. Comment below. Number 9.
This game, you're not ready for it.
You're in the middle of a beautiful sci-fi environment, and you're seeing intrigue, the espionage, the alliances form.
The The following is a story that seems to be taken from a horror movie, but that happened in real life. A man claims that for several days he had noticed something strange with a doll he had at home. When he came home from work, he would find it in different positions than he had left it. And no, there was no one else living with it. On more than one occasion he swore that he saw the doll looking at him differently, as if it were following his every move. Tired and disturbed, he decided to put it in the basement to forget about the matter. But one night, while he was sleeping, he was awakened by strange noises coming from this very basement. So, determined to find out what was going on, he went downstairs with his cell phone set to night mode. That's when he caught the following. It's like it's following me with its eyes, or it's my imagination, or friends. I don't know if it's my imagination. Ah, beast. Oh, son of a... No way. No, you son of a... Momo, you monkey. Oh, friends, hold on. Oh, God, my God. Wait for me. Oh, God.
Desde un video perturbador de Malasia hasta la voz de un mímico. Bienvenido, Doctops. Estos son 10 fantasmas captados en cámara.
Número 10.
El siguiente video misterioso.
Hello everyone, my name is Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 11 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content. Alright, with that said, let's begin. For the first video on today's list, we're going to take a look at an eerie video that was posted to YouTube all the way back in October of 2010 by a user known as Jesse Chico. The homemade video starts off with someone wandering around their house in the middle of the night. We then hear the woman filming calling out to Jessie, telling her that she left the fridge open. It's right then and there, however, in which this seemingly mundane video takes a legitimately unsettling turn.
Jesse, you left the fridge open. Holy shit. Oh my God.
As soon as the videographer tells Jessie that she left the fridge open, it closes all on its own, much to the videographer's shock. From here, other incredibly strange things begin to happen in the kitchen.
What's going on? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
The kitchen cabinet doors suddenly swing open by themselves, and a few items fall out onto the counter. The video then ends abruptly. Now, skeptics might argue that this could have been staged using strings or magnets, or that the video is simply a hoax. Still, others point out how naturally the doors move and how the events seem to escalate in a way that feels unplanned. There's also the question of why anyone would randomly stage this in the middle of the night, unless there was a genuine belief something strange was going on. Since this clip is nearly 15 years old, it's safe to say there probably won't be any updates. That makes it a little piece of frozen in time paranormal internet history. Whether you think it's genuine activity or a clever trick, either way, it's one of those videos that makes you want to double check your kitchen before going to bed. Over on TikTok, a user by the name of LalaLoveForYou, posted a video which sees them laying in bed, simply trying to unwind. Lala says she just moved into a new apartment somewhere in Houston, Texas, and hasn't quite put everything away yet, which is why the place seems a little messy. She also mentions that a few minutes before she started filming, the door directly in front of her allegedly opened all on its own. She decided to start recording just in case it happened again, and sure enough.
There you go. Looky. I'm in my bed. And there she goes. So I'm going to have to end up putting a towel in it, or she's going to keep opening it up all night. But I'm in my bed, as you can see. It opened up again by itself.
The door once again swings open by itself. Interestingly, Lala doesn't react with fear, but rather with a kind of irritated disbelief, as if she's already tired of dealing with it. Now, skeptics might suggest possible mundane explanations, such as an airflow issue, loose hinges, or even a draft created by another door or window opening elsewhere in the apartment. Others, however, argue that the timing and the fact she was able to capture it so quickly raises the possibility that something genuinely strange might be at work. The video was posted in June, and there haven't been any updates since, so we're left to wonder whether the phenomenon has continued. For now, it's another clip that sits somewhere between unsettling and unexplained, and one that'll definitely make you think twice about your own closet door at night. On the Paranormal Encounters subreddit, a user uploaded this video which he says was filmed by his roommate about 5 years ago, when they were living in what he describes as a creepy apartment. At the time, there were 5 people living there, and according to him, every single one had experienced something strange during their stay. In the footage, we watch as the roommate wanders around after hearing a loud noise from the bathroom, something that sounded like it had fallen. When he pulls back the shower curtain, sure enough, a bottle of shampoo is toppled over. He casually picks it up, places it back on the shelf, and is about to leave, but then makes the mistake of swearing at whatever may have caused it to fall.
I just heard something loud as in the bathroom. It sounded like something fell. Oh shit. That was up there. Shit. Oh shit!
Within seconds, something else falls from the wall, startling him so much that he bolts from the room in fear. If the video is real, it's a perfect example of why taunting an alleged spirit is never a great idea. Sometimes they seem all too happy to respond. On the other hand, skeptics could point to the possibility of the bottle and the wall item being deliberately staged for comedic timing. Still, the chain of events feels so perfectly timed that even if it was set up, you can't deny it makes for an entertaining and slightly unsettling watch. Reddit user Paranormal Polska recently posted a video to the UFO subreddit that has quickly become one of the most liked in the community's history, sitting at over 27,000 upvotes at the time of writing. The clip shows him wandering around the Malvern Hills in Western England with his dog. The man, Andrew Clifton, is seen throwing a frisbee for his pet when something unexpected appears in the background.
nasty. Ooh.
As the dog runs after the frisbee, a small but extremely fast-moving object darts through the sky overhead. Neither Andrew nor his dog seem to notice, but the object's movement is unusually sharp and rapid. Even in slow motion, it still covers an impressive distance in a split second. Andrew says he only spotted it while editing the footage later to share on Facebook. Thanks to his iPhone's slow motion function, we can see the object approaching from a distance, making an odd turn mid-flight, then straightening out before vanishing beyond the frame. The fact that it still looks incredibly fast, despite being slowed down, makes it even more perplexing, and raises questions about just how quickly it must have been moving in real time. Some believe this could be a genuine UFO sighting, while skeptics point to possibilities like a bird, insect, drone, or fleeting camera artifact. With mysterious metallic orbs and aerial anomalies being reported more often in recent years, this footage adds yet another strange case to the growing list. One that's as intriguing as it is fleeting. YouTube user IamErrol100 uploaded a video in January of 2011 that might make you think twice before stepping into a kitchen alone at night. In the description, Errol explains that their kitchen cupboards had begun opening and closing on their own ever since they put their house up for sale. A couple of nights before filming, Errol says they were simply watching TV when they heard a cupboard door click open by itself. This time, they grabbed their phone and started recording.
¿Cansado de perder batallas por culpa del lag en Call of Duty? Con Exit Lag, eliminas el lag y juegas con el mejor rendimiento. Disfruta de una conexión estable en cada partida y consigue tus victorias sin interrupciones. Prueba Exit Lag y lleva tu experiencia de juego en Call of Duty al siguiente nivel. Suscríbete ahora y juega Call of Duty como nunca antes.
Almost immediately, objects start falling from the countertops, seemingly without cause, culminating in a can of beer toppling to the floor and bursting open just before the recording cuts out. Not long afterward, Errol uploaded a second video showing even more strange incidents. In this follow-up, Errol reiterates that the cupboards are still acting up, and it's happened around a dozen times since the last recording. They just rarely manage to catch it on camera. At about the 1-minute mark, the curtains in the living room sway on their own, despite the windows being closed. Then, both the garland and curtains shift again before a plastic bag on the sofa crumples unnaturally. In the description for this second video, Errol makes it clear that the windows were definitely closed during filming, which rules out wind as the culprit. And even if it had been, that wouldn't explain the plastic bag being pressed down or the cupboard door closing in the first clip. Coming from a science background, Errol admits they're usually skeptical about the paranormal, but can't explain these events. If genuine, the activity is unsettling, especially because it seems tied to the house being up for sale. Could it be a lingering spirit reacting to the prospect of someone new moving in? Or is there a more mundane explanation hiding somewhere just out of frame? Whatever the truth may be, Errol's kitchen is one place you wouldn't want to explore alone after dark. A mysterious UFO video has been circulating online for years, often claimed to be from Uruguay in 1994, but closer inspection reveals the setting doesn't match that location at all. The infrastructure and architecture look more Eastern European or Balkan in style. Over time, the clip has been placed everywhere from Argentina to Russia, Bulgaria, and Azerbaijan. The original title is in Russian, and some of the oldest uploads, dating back to 2011 and 2013, identify the footage as coming from Mingachevir, Azerbaijan. A quick check on Google Maps even shows that the surrounding buildings line up closely with that location, adding credibility to the Azerbaijan origin theory. The footage itself is undeniably chilling, showing what appears to be a massive flying saucer hovering over the city. Lasting around 35 seconds, the clip is mesmerizing from start to finish. The craft appears almost motionless in the sky, dominating the frame and creating an eerie sense of scale. Reactions in the comment section have been mixed. Some viewers are convinced this could be one of the most compelling pieces of UFO evidence ever recorded, especially considering its age and the lack of high-quality CGI tools in the early 90s. Others, however, think it might be a later fabrication, pointing to how clean the saucer's shape looks. Skeptics have also argued that the background could be nothing more than a still image, with the UFO composited on top, a technique that would have been achievable even decades ago. If it's authentic, this could be one of the most striking UFO sightings ever caught on tape, not just because of what's shown, but because of its historical context, predating the smartphone era when such clear recordings were much rarer. But if it's fake, then it's still an impressively crafted hoax that has endured online for more than a decade. On May 26, 2009, a man named Jerry Bruce uploaded a video to his YouTube channel that is sure to make you think twice before going anywhere near your closet again. Jerry says that he and his wife were sleeping peacefully when they were suddenly awoken by the sound of a door closing somewhere in the house. When Jerry got out of bed to investigate, he saw the closet door slam shut entirely on its own. Unfortunately, he didn't catch that moment on camera, but what he did capture is arguably just as unsettling. Every time he closed the closet door afterward, the round doorknob began to twitch and move on its own, almost as if something on the other side was trying to get out.
Everybody can see this, and I've done this. I don't know about y'all, but I'm getting the hell out of here.
The footage is short but highly unnerving, and there's no clear sign of strings, wires, or someone tampering with it. Jerry says that not long after this, he, his wife, and their baby fled the house for good, never returning. Whether this was genuine paranormal activity or an elaborate hoax is up for debate, but the door's repeated movements certainly make it stand out from typical slam videos. Given that Jerry's last upload was over 4 years ago, it seems safe to assume he and his family are living elsewhere, hopefully without any doorknobs moving on their own.
¿Te apasionan los cómics, la novela gráfica o el storytelling visual? Pues decirte que estás de enhorabuena, porque ahora sí puedes pasar de ser un mero lector a dedicarte de manera profesional a producirlos tú mismo. No importa del nivel del que partas o tus estudios previos, con nuestra metodología de formación única, aplicada tanto en nuestros cursos, másters y carreras,
In a pair of unsettling TikTok uploads, a man named Luke managed to turn what should have been a peaceful cat cam clip into pure nightmare fuel. Filmed in the middle of the night, the video shows Luke's cat, Bear, lounging on the bed in a calm, cozy moment, at least until something strange happens. Without warning, the Annabelle doll in the room appears to wave on its own. Moments later, a small teddy bear tumbles from her lap, and to make matters worse, the lamp in the background flickers erratically. If that wasn't disturbing enough, Luke posted a follow-up video not long after. Once again, Annabelle waves completely on her own. The teddy bear falls just like before, only this time, Annabelle herself topples over as well. Bear, the cat, naturally curious, heads over to investigate the scene, though thankfully nothing happens to him. Whether it's a spirit manipulating the toys, a bizarre electromagnetic phenomenon, or an elaborate prank, the repetition of the events in both videos is what makes this so unsettling. If this is genuine paranormal activity, Luke might want to keep a close eye on Bear, because whatever's in that room seems to be getting bolder. A couple of years ago, Reddit user International Ad 1266 posted to the Paranormal Encounter subreddit hoping for advice, and maybe even some reassurance. According to the uploader, their young daughter had been seeing spirits, and she kept referring to one in particular as him. The post's author wanted to know if anyone else could see this mysterious figure in the footage, and more importantly, if there was anything they could do to get rid of him. When you pause the video at certain points, you can indeed make out something lurking in the frame. It's not clear whether him is meant to be a human figure, a strange creature, or something else entirely, but whatever it is, it's unsettling. Some commenters even claim to spot distinct facial features, adding to the creep factor. A few responses offered practical advice, with some suggesting that decluttering the room might help. According to certain paranormal beliefs, spirits are drawn to cluttered spaces because they provide plenty of dark corners and places to hide. Since the post is now over 2 years old, an update seems unlikely, but we can only hope that him has long since vanished from the uploader's home. If not, the thought of that face still being there, just out of sight, is enough to send shivers down anyone's spine. If you saw the recent movie Weapons and thought every moment of it was pure fiction, then you might want to think again after watching this next clip. The following CCTV footage, posted to Facebook in June 2024, was captured in the town of Tolosa, Spain. At first glance, it looks like another uneventful nighttime security video, until something downright unsettling happens.
Ikaduha ini.
Apa yung first thing mo?
Ano high school lang.
Atong help.
Tuman.
Pana.
On na ito. 4, 5. Unong kasagawas.
Without warning, a faint but clearly visible silhouette of a child can be seen darting across a backyard in the dead of night. Moments later, strange flashing lights appear from a nearby window, their sudden bursts making the whole scene even more surreal. For anyone who's seen Weapons, the resemblance to the film's eerie scenes of children running outdoors after dark is hard to ignore. As for what's really happening here, we're left with only questions. Was this just a prank, a case of mistaken identity, or something genuinely paranormal? Could this video even have been part of the inspiration for Weapons? Since no updates have surfaced, the truth remains a mystery, and the unsettling image of that child in the dark remains stuck in your mind long after the footage ends. A TikTok user known as AES shared a pair of unsettling clips in June 2025 that prove terrifying things can unfold at your home even when you're nowhere near it. The uploader says he was on vacation when the first video was recorded. While away, he got a notification from his doorbell camera app. Curious, he opened it, and immediately saw something he couldn't explain. On the left side of the fence, a bizarre humanoid-shaped shadow moves at an almost unnatural speed. It's over in seconds, but the movement feels far too quick and fluid to be a simple trick of the light. Not long after, AES posted additional footage in which the strange shadow makes another appearance. What's particularly odd is how the raccoons in the shot remain completely unfazed, as if nothing had happened. That raises even more questions. If animals, which are often sensitive to unusual activity, don't react, does that mean it's harmless? Or could it suggest the phenomenon exists outside the range of their perception entirely? Skeptics might suggest it's just a passing shadow, a camera glitch, or even a hoax. Believers, however, might see it as something far stranger, perhaps even otherworldly. Some have speculated it could be a cloaked or partially invisible figure, its true form hidden from the human eye and only partially visible through the camera's lens. Whatever the explanation, the speed, shape, and uncanny presence of this figure make it one of the most unnerving pieces of recent doorbell cam footage. And that was 11 scary videos. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then subscribe for more scary content. My name is Spooks, and I'll see you all in the next video.
You know your business better than anyone, right? So why not build an app to run it with Base44? This finance app solves your business headaches, tracking invoices, managing clients, keeping payments in check, all in one place. Go to Base44 and write your prompt, what your app should do, how it should look, and the problems it should solve. Base starts generating your app right in front of you. Invoice list, client profiles, payment tracking. It's like watching a team of developers, designers, and a business coach bring your idea to life. Now let's make it even better by adding features that fit exactly how you work. I'll add scan receipts, digitize them, and add to expenses. Now I can snap a photo and it's logged instantly, no more manual expense entry. Finally, let's add an expenses prediction dashboard that forecasts monthly and yearly costs. Now you've got that tailored to your business needs, built around the way you work. Start with your idea. Base44 does the rest.
Hello everyone, my name is Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 9 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content. Alright, with that said, let's begin. This first video that we'll be looking at today comes to us from a Reddit user known as Kipper2, who says that a family member of his shared the following live photo that she took of a deer in her and her husband's yard. The uploader says that the two of them lived alone in this old southern farmhouse, which was previously owned by an older man who had unfortunately passed away in the home. She'd allegedly complained a couple of times about walking in the attic, etc. It wasn't long after this live photo they decided it was finally time to move out. For the first couple of seconds of the footage, it doesn't really appear as though there's anything remotely wrong with it. But once you see it, you'll see why this couple decided they probably shouldn't continue living there. What appears behind her looks to be a man holding a child, or one figure standing over another one's shoulder. It's a very creepy sight to behold, and it makes sense why the couple was so freaked out and disturbed. It looks like something you'd see ripped straight from a horror movie. To this day, nobody is entirely sure as to what exactly was captured on the footage that day, but everyone seemingly agrees that it's definitely quite unsettling. What do you guys think this eerie video shows? Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. The following piece of footage was published to YouTube back in August of 2020 by a YouTuber known as Sunny Veta, who typically posts content relating to him exploring the wilderness and all that it has to offer. That's why this following video initially doesn't stand out like a sore thumb or anything. The video in question sees a first responder riding around on his ATV, rushing as fast as he can to get to a certain spot because of an emergency situation. The first responder is riding the ATV along a recreational area, along the banks of North Saskatchewan River in Alberta, Canada, when he spots something bone-chilling. Watch this. Out of nowhere, when the first responder rounds the bend, a massively tall, dark figure can be seen standing off to the side of the forestry area, much to the surprise of the man recording, audibly making a shocked noise before continuing on the path, while occasionally glancing back to see what it was. While there are certainly no answers that have been proven to be true, the most popular belief here is that this first responder had an encounter with none other than a Bigfoot that day. But what do you think? Do you think that this first responder managed to spot the elusive creature that day, or was this something else entirely? Either way, I think this guy is going to want to stay as far away from this trail as possible from here on out. Over on TikTok, a user named Lizzie going by the username Planet Lizzie posted a video to her account in which herself and a friend were out randonauting when they encountered something shocking. The Randonautica app, for those of you who are unaware, allows the user to explore their local region and report on what they find by randomly generating coordinates. The app's developers claim that it is an attractor of strange things, allowing users to select certain locations based on a predetermined theme. Lizzie says that she and her friend were taken to a really random place, with a bunch of abandoned apartments when all of a sudden they heard a noise that chilled them to the core. Watch and listen. Amazingly, both Lizzie and her friend managed to keep their cool about everything, despite the creepy situation that they are both in. In fact, they both seem to be more amazed and impressed by what they stumble upon, rather than freaked out. Lizzie points out that the noises sound like they're coming from some sort of creepy ritual, which seems accurate. Of course though, nobody knows for sure, so that's just one possible theory here. Let's just hope that Lizzie and this friend of hers never decide to use the Rando Nautica app again. A TikTok user named Rosanna, also by the username Darkcha, posted an extremely unsettling video to their account back in September of this year, which showcases something terrifying in their house.
Lag is terrifying. It can make you miss the game-changing ults, lose track of your payload, and make it look like you don't know what you're doing. Lag can make you lose your nerve. To that, we say no more. It's time to get Exit Lag and win it all once again. Exit Lag is a software that optimizes your connection, gets rid of lag, and resurrects your reputation in the server. 'Cause, like Mercy says, heroes never die. Go to exitlag.com and get a free 3-day trial right now.
The video shows Rosanna cautiously approaching this open door, shaking and trembling as they slowly proceed to make their way closer, one step at a time. It's clear that there's something out there that's freaking them out. As they finally manage to make it to the door and point the camera outside, it becomes clear what they are so scared of. Take a look and see for yourself.
Loli. Moi. Loli. Oui, Loli.
A mysterious shadow figure can be seen looming in the area, much to the fear and panic of Rosanna. The description of the post reads as follows, quote, "This is not the first time I have seen these black characters/shadows, but they were just passing in front of me. There, this thing uses its malice by imitating the cries of Loli, my cat, to attract me into a corridor. In the end I stumble, it will last a long time, then I threw up my entire meal. I found my cat hidden under the sofa. I am in the hotel for an indefinite period, not the strength or the courage to endure anymore. All the religious texts make him angry, attacks follow the same day. I think there is nothing more to do. I am in trouble. I have to move, yes, but I will only be able to once the procedure against the former owners is finished." End quote. So what do you guys make of this eerie video? Do you think that Rosanna needs to get out of this place immediately because of the strange shadow figure? Or do you think there's something far less sinister going on here? Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments. Over on TikTok, a woman named Callie decided to wander around an allegedly haunted hospital all by herself and document her findings to her audience, which, as you can probably guess, turned out to be a very bad idea. Right from the get-go, Callie finds herself in the middle of something quite terrifying when she starts to explore around a bit. Watch this.
La puerta de madera virgen maciza que no se queda quieta. Bueno, esto es de lo más común.
Three different clips are shown of things moving around all on their own, much to Callie's terror. Also, look at this part of the footage right here and pay close attention to the window.
Ok, realmente es una manito. La manito también juega al prende y apaga. Ya no es gracioso.
A mysterious ghost hand can be seen on the window, and you can also see the light flickering inside of the room. Just a moment later, Callie shows a picture that she took in an abandoned ward of the hospital basement. This is what the picture showcases. In the picture, it looks like there's a ghost boy in the middle of the hallway, eerily standing there. We don't exactly know how long it took for Callie to finally leave this place and say enough is enough, but we can only hope that it was as soon as possible. One thing that's for sure, she definitely won't be coming back. Filmmakers Richard Rossi and Kelly Tabor unintentionally discovered a shocking piece of drone footage from DP Daniels' drone of something that will make you afraid to ever go near the water again. The first few seconds of the 10-second clip are pretty uneventful until you notice this happening. Daniel ended up capturing stunning footage of what appears to be Champ, the legendary lake monster said to inhabit Lake Champlain, while on location for their upcoming film, Lucy and the Lake Monster. I can't imagine how shocking it would be to notice something this unbelievable in person, let alone on a movie set. If this didn't give the filmmaker some inspiration, then I don't know what will. Do you guys think this really is the infamous lake monster, or is this nothing to worry about? In 2012, two videos of the exact same UFO event over Busan, South Korea, surfaced, but only one of them is actually widely available today. This UFO video was published 12 years ago on a relatively unknown YouTube channel called XXX Donuts XXX. The object in the UFO video has a resemblance to the official photo release of the unknown object shot down over the Yukon in 2023, as published in an article by CTV News. by comparing the two, it definitely looks quite identical to say the least, especially once you take a look at the stabilized version. A Canadian Brigadier General described it as follows in an internal email that CTV News was able to obtain. Quote, "Top quarters metallic, remainder white." End quote. A parcel of some kind was hanged from a 20-foot cable that was dangling below. On a cooperative operation with the Canadian Armed Forces, it was shot down by US Air Force F-22 stealth fighter. It's just super eerie how similar these two look. What are your guys' theories? Let me know in the comments below. A YouTuber known as Briscoe Park uploaded a video to his channel on November 20th, 2023, which sees him wandering around in the middle of the night by himself as he checks out an old abandoned house. The footage is absolutely bone-chilling throughout, reminding me of some kind of lost footage you'd see on the deleted scenes of the Blair Witch Project or something. It just has a super distressing feel to it all. Regardless, Briscoe can be seen wandering around the area and exploring for a couple of minutes where he doesn't manage to come across anything too exciting. At least, that is at first. At around the 2-minute mark in the video, Briscoe walks by a window and it's here in which something super creepy can be seen. Take a look. An eerie shadow can be seen in the blue room if you look just carefully enough. Then, about 30 seconds or so later, while Briscoe is inside the blue room to investigate, he finds himself the target of yet another scary incident. Did you see it? If you look at the window off to the left of the room, a pair of eyes can be seen peering in at him, before darting away rapidly a moment or two later. Now, as for why Briscoe was even here in the first place is kind of a mystery, but we can only hope that this will finally give him the warning he needs to stay away from this place, before something really bad can happen. Dee from the YouTube channel Dee's Dark Adventures is a popular content creator who frequently uploads videos of herself wandering around and exploring creepy old and abandoned places around the world. In this particular video, Dee is exploring a creepy farmhouse style area which proves to be absolutely terrifying. Dee can be seen moseying around outside near the cornfields for a while, which doesn't prove to be too creepy. But the real terror kicks in at around the 7-minute mark when she hears something that chills her blood.
What am I hearing? Listen. I don't know if it's a whispering. No, dude. Holy shit happened.
Then, as she continues to explore the cornfield area outside, she comes into contact with something that probably should have caused her to pack her things and go home right then and there.
What the hell is it doing? What the hell is that? What the hell is it doing? Nope. I'm done. Oh my god, it just made a noise! No!
A black figure can be seen hiding behind some of the corn, after which it makes a terrifying sound. Even after this, however, Dee presses on and continues with her investigation. But it's only a couple of minutes later in which Dee finds herself the target of yet more terror.
You know, take you guys to new locations. What is that? I can't run. There's potholes everywhere. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
A greyish figure with glowing eyes can be seen peeking in the upper left corner of the cornfield, which must mean the figure in question is absolutely massive. This footage is just more reason to avoid cornfields altogether. Let's hope that Dee follows that advice too. And that was 9 scary videos. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then subscribe for more scary content. My name is Spooks, and I'll see you all in the next video. Hello everyone, my name is Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 10 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content. Alright, with that said, let's begin. The following video was published to the popular ghost subreddit by a user known as Asomak a couple of days ago, and has been taking the community by storm, theorizing what the footage could possibly show. The upload of the footage provides a bit of context that reads, quote, "While I was out last night, I checked my security camera at around 11:30 p.m. and saw this. Any ideas on what it could be? When I got home at 1 a.m., I checked the camera before I walked in the door, and it was definitely still there. But once I was inside, I couldn't see anything in person, and it disappeared from the camera feed. I have a lot more recorded footage that spans over an hour or so." End quote. Let's take a look and see what he captured. just by taking a quick look at the video, it is definitely quite difficult to tell what exactly it is that this security camera managed to record. It doesn't appear to be any kind of creature or something, but rather a very small paranormal entity. I'm always quite skeptical when it comes to orb videos, as they almost always are caused by either dust particles or a bug on the lens. Whatever can be seen in this video is, however, a bit harder to explain. So for now, all we can do is theorize and come up with our own answers. What do you guys think is going on in this video? Does the security camera footage show some kind of a ghost, or is this something else entirely? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. A Swedish TikTok user known as Den Fisken posted a video to his account on January 22nd, which sees him wandering around a forest all by himself in the middle of the night. While he's shown trying to fix up a chainsaw, likely as part of a job in forestry, he suddenly hears something incredibly strange and eerily nearby that causes him to stop dead in his tracks in complete terror. Take a look and have a listen. As you just heard, the noise that was coming from somewhere in the forest definitely didn't sound too friendly, and it didn't sound like any kind of human. Some people suspect that this sound could have come from a timber wolf, but others think that the sound is coming from something much scarier, the Wendigo. Originating from Algonquin folklore, the Wendigo is a mythological entity that has permeated various forms of art and literature, from social commentary to spine-chilling horror fiction. Often portrayed as a malevolent spirit or a creature with humanoid traits, the Wendigo is believed to possess humans, inducing in them an insatiable hunger for human flesh and driving them towards acts of murder. Some descriptions paint the Wendigo as a colossal figure with an icy heart, its presence heralded by a noxious odor or an abrupt drop in temperature. This enduring legend continues to captivate and terrify audiences, serving as a testament to the enduring power of folklore in shaping cultural imagination. Sadly, we still don't have any kind of updates regarding this video, leaving us all to speculate the source of this spooky sound. Either way, let's just hope that Den Fisken won't have to experience something this terrifying in the forest again. A YouTuber named Magnus Rismir posted a video to his channel in April of 2014 in which he ventures out to explore an abandoned haunted house located somewhere in Norway. Throughout the duration of the video, we watch as Magnus slowly but surely makes his way around the inside of the house, which appears to be extremely dark due to the lack of windows. However, very quickly he finds out that there's still electricity in the abandoned house. For the first little while, it doesn't seem as if Magnus is going to come across anything too interesting or spooky during this investigation, but that all changes in the blink of an eye. At one point in the video, he peeks his camera up in a certain spot of the house, only to be met with something so scary that it causes him to scream for dear life and run away as fast as he can. Take a look.
Fan ass.
¿Cansado de perder batallas por culpa del lag en Call of Duty? Con Exit Lag, eliminas el lag y juegas con el mejor rendimiento. Disfruta de una conexión estable en cada partida y consigue tus victorias sin interrupciones. Prueba Exit Lag y lleva tu experiencia de juego en Call of Duty al siguiente nivel. Suscríbete ahora y juega Call of Duty como nunca antes.
¿Y si tuvieras un banco en el bolsillo? Un banco con el que mover y organizar tu dinero. ¿Quieres llevarlo contigo al extranjero? Hazlo. Acompáñanos para ver todo más claro. Imagina todas esas posibilidades para tu dinero. Revolut. Para más información visita revolut.com.
Upon panning the camera up, Magnus is greeted with the horrifying sight of some kind of creepy creature or masked individual staring down at him. This of course is enough to cause Magnus to run out of the house as fast as he possibly can, before the video unfortunately cuts to black. Despite the fact that this video is 9 years old, to this day nobody has been able to give a concrete answer as to what kind of terrifying entity Magnus encountered that day. So what do you guys think it is? Is this some kind of demonic entity? Perhaps this was a person hiding out in the house, or is this something else entirely? Be sure to let me know your theories in the comments down below. Reddit user Pitiful Adeptness 457 posted a video to the popular UFO subreddit, which is a community for people to go and share their sightings and encounters with alien life or UFO spacecrafts. The uploader states, quote, "I was sat doing some work on my laptop and I happened to glance out of the windows, and that's where I saw these two objects. I quickly grabbed my phone and ran upstairs to a balcony where I recorded these videos. There was no noise at all, other than traffic in the background. Does anyone have any idea what this was?" End quote. So, without further ado, let's take a look.
Holy shit, what the fuck is that? I can't even see it.
Of course, because the alleged UFOs are so far away in the sky, and because the video in question was filmed on a cell phone, it's impossible to tell for 100% certainty whether or not what was captured on camera was a UFO or not. But it definitely looks convincing. A lot of people in the comments seem convinced it is a UFO as well, with many people being fascinated by how the UFOs disappear and then reappear. It's something you'd expect to see ripped straight out of a sci-fi movie. So what do you guys think? Is this legitimate footage of UFOs disappearing and then reappearing on camera, or is this the result of something else? I'll let you guys be the judge. Chris from the YouTube channel Urbex Hill is widely known for making videos of him exploring a ton of abandoned locations around the US, and this next video is no exception. In this particular video, Chris is venturing out to explore an abandoned school in the middle of the night. Sadly though, not much is known about this particular school, but it definitely looks as though it's seen better days. For about the first couple of minutes of the exploration, Chris fortunately doesn't encounter anything too scary, but while exploring a long and dark hallway at around the 7-minute mark, Chris hears something that chills his blood cold. Take a listen.
What the hell was that? What the hell was that?
Despite this terrifying noise, Chris nevertheless persists and decides to continue the investigation. 20 minutes or so go by without any sort of issues, but as you can probably expect, something else is coming right up that's going to scare Chris silly. Then, 3 minutes later, as he approaches an abandoned lunch bag or something of the sort on the ground, Chris hears yet another noise that tells him that he may not be alone there.
This is where the string goes. Somebody's down there.
Sadly, this is where part 1 of Chris' investigation ends, so let's hope that we will get some more answers with that. As for now, what do you guys think is causing all of those weird noises throughout the school? Is it the ghost of some vengeful student, or could it be a homeless person? Anything is possible. These next 2 videos were published to YouTube in October of 2014 by a YouTube user known as Slapdog and were filmed in Hummel Park, located in Omaha, Nebraska. In the video, we watch as Slapdog makes his way around the area late at night, seemingly with his family. The area is surrounded by dozens of candles that are all lit, which just adds to the overall spooky factor. At around the 1.5 minute mark in the video, urged on by his children to look toward a particular spot, Slapdog proceeds to turn his camera and flashlight toward a tree, and it's there in which he makes a truly shocking discovery.
There's a blood trail and a t-shirt. There's a bloody t-shirt. Whoa, whoa, wait a minute.
There's a hole in the tree.
Where? Where?
Right there.
Where?
Behind the tree.
What tree?
That one.
Which one?
That one.
Where?
Right there. Yeah.
Which one? This one here?
What do you think we're talking about? There he is. Yeah, go over there.
Where?
Oh yeah. This is a prank, I know.
Go, go. I just saw him. Go. Don't fall up the stairs. Oh shit, get your flashlight, hurry. He had a white face. He had a totally white face.
Really?
Some kind of a strange cloaked creature or person can be seen hiding behind the tree trunk. As soon as Slapdog notices what he's looking at, he proceeds to run away as fast as he can. As he's running away, he can be heard saying that the creature or person has a white face. In the second video, Slapdog and company are now driving away from the premises of Hummel Park and are debating about whatever it was that they just saw. However, unfortunately for them, they are not able to get very far at all before spotting something absolutely terrifying on the road right in front of them.
You're playing a prank on us, Dad. We're not idiots. Open! Close!
Upon seeing this, Slapdog makes the wise decision to throw his car into reverse in an effort to get away from the area as quickly as possible, which seems to work. Sadly, despite this video being nearly a decade old, there doesn't seem to be any kind of update on it as to what happened next. It also doesn't seem as if anybody has ever figured out what that strange white-faced creature was, or what it was doing in the forest at night. It could of course be a complete hoax, but who knows. If you guys have any theories on this video, I'd love to hear them in the comments. However, this video will probably forever remain a chilling mystery. A YouTuber called Ghosty frequently uploads videos to his channel in which he explores various abandoned places from around the world and documents his encounters with the paranormal and beyond. In this particular upload, Ghosty is venturing out to an abandoned and allegedly haunted asylum at an undisclosed location. Thankfully though, unlike a lot of people on my channel, Ghosty didn't explore the place alone. In the over 30-minute video, we watch as Ghosty and company explore the building, which appears to be extremely debris-ruined and thrown apart. As soon as he steps foot into the asylum, it just gives off super creepy vibes that are impossible to shake. But let's rewind a bit. Before Ghosty even decides to enter the building, something odd can be heard coming from nearby. Take a listen.
But any people that could feel things, any empaths that could feel things here? Oh. Empaths that could feel things here? Oh. Empaths that could feel things here? Oh.
Somewhere in the area, you can make out what sounds like some children screaming. For what reason? Nobody knows, which just makes it even more unsettling. Ghosty then asks aloud if he just heard some screams, to which he hears this as a response.
I know you could feel me. I know this. I do have an attachment here. I heard a scream earlier. Was that you? Oh. Oh. Okay.
Then, at around the 24-minute mark, while standing around in one of the asylum's rooms, Ghosty proceeds to hear a truly terrifying sound.
I hear movement over there now. Oh,
you hear
that?
Where is it coming from though? Sounds like... Okay.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 13 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more scary content. Alright, with that said, let's begin. The first video we'll be taking a look at today comes from the Ghost subreddit and was posted by a user known as Lowflyingv. According to the uploader, this footage was filmed by his friend's son. In the post, Lowflyingv provides some unsettling context. The house where his friend and their son live used to be a regional doctor's office dating back to before the Civil War. Given its age and history, it's not too surprising to hear that they've allegedly experienced quite a bit of paranormal activity there. One particular night, the friend's son was recording when he ended up capturing something truly creepy on camera. If you watch carefully, you can see what appear to be two shadow figures moving across the living room and then heading up the stairwell. The movement is subtle but distinct. It doesn't seem to match natural lighting changes or reflections you'd expect in the space. The videos left many viewers unsettled, with several people in the comments saying it gave them goosebumps. Some skeptics have suggested that the figures might be regular shadows caused by someone off camera or even a trick of light from passing cars. But others argue the timing and shape of the figures feel far too deliberate to dismiss so easily. We don't know exactly what was captured here, but one thing's certain. Between the house's history and the eerie footage, it's not hard to believe this location could have more than a few lingering spirits.
Lag is terrifying. It can make you miss the game-changing ults, lose track of your payload, and make it look like you don't know what you're doing. Lag can make you lose your nerve. To that, we say no more. It's time to get Exit Lag and win it all once again. Exit Lag is a software that optimizes your connection, gets rid of lag, and resurrects your reputation in the server. 'Cause, like Mercy says, heroes never die. Go to exitlag.com and get a free 3-day trial right now.
This next story we'll be talking about has to do with a video posted to TikTok in June of this year. Buckle yourselves up if you haven't already, because this one's pretty wild. The story follows a miner in Chile who was working his way through an abandoned section of the mines. While navigating the tunnels, he claims he passed a lost man who appeared to be trying to find his way out. The miner began speaking with him, attempting to guide him back toward the surface. Everything seemed normal until later, when he reported the incident to his supervisor. The supervisor explained there should have been anyone else inside the mine at the time, which led them to review the surveillance footage. That's when they made a chilling discovery. In the footage, it's revealed that the miner had been talking to himself the entire time. There was no lost man at all. in those very minds? Or was it stress and disorientation playing tricks on his senses? Either explanation is chilling in its own way. Hopefully the miner is doing okay after such a disturbing experience, because whether paranormal or psychological, moments like this can linger with someone forever. A TikTok user named Luis Balderas posted a video on June 27, 2025, in which he walks us through his workplace. A place that, judging from this footage, is definitely haunted, to say the least. For the first minute and a half, Luis wanders around the building, showcasing its eerie emptiness. The creaking floors and dim lighting already set the tone, but things quickly escalate 20 seconds later.
Me están temblando las piernas para subir. No, no mames. Algo se está moviendo ahí arriba. No mames. No mames, no mames, no mames. ¿Qué fue eso? No manches. No mames. ¿Qué fue eso? ¿Qué fue eso? ¿Qué fue eso? No mames.
Out of nowhere, a t-shirt is yanked into another room by what seems to be an unseen force. The suddenness of the motion and the fact that nobody is visible nearby makes this moment especially unnerving.
Miren aquí desde... No mames, no mames, no mames. ¿Qué fue eso?
Roughly a minute later, something falls to the floor upstairs, seemingly without explanation. The loud thud echoes through the otherwise silent space, leaving Louise visibly shaken.
No mames, no mames. ¿Qué fue eso? No, no manches.
Then comes the most chilling part of the video. A metal or aluminum plate suddenly shifts, and for a brief moment you can make out what appears to be a shadowy figure peeking around the corner. It lingers just long enough to be noticed before vanishing. This is the point where Louise finally bolts for the exit, and the video cuts off abruptly. The sequence of events feels like something out of a found footage horror movie, and that's what makes it so unsettling. It unfolds gradually, escalating from subtle activity to an outright apparition. Skeptics, of course, have questioned whether the objects could have been manipulated off camera, or whether clever use of shadows created the illusion of a figure. Yet the pacing and natural reactions captured here make it harder to dismiss outright. Whether this was an elaborate prank, clever editing, or something truly paranormal, one thing's for sure. Louise won't be forgetting that night at work anytime soon. And after watching this footage, neither will we.
Esto es Revolut. Contamos con un equipo de atención al cliente dedicado a proteger tu dinero 24/7. Un espacio seguro para tu dinero. Para más información, visita revolut.com.
Reddit user Illdiscipline3142 posted an extremely creepy video to the ghost subreddit a couple of weeks ago that got a lot of people talking. Let's find out why. The footage was filmed on a motion-activated camera in the uploader's neighbor's backyard back in 2020.
Otra vez se están escuchando muchos ruidos. Oigan, ¿de dónde viene ese ruido? Se escucha como que gritaran, como si hablaran. Pues nadie.
A bit later on, Sarah can be seen slowly creeping her way through the building, and it's here in which something can be heard saying something absolutely terrifying.
Creo que es de acá. Hay veces que se oyen las sillas de ruedas.
If you listen closely, you can make out a voice saying, "I see you." Not even 15 seconds later, Sarah finds herself in the center of even more terror when this happens directly in front of her.
Ay, ¿qué pasa? ¡Ay, no! ¿Qué es eso? ¡Ay, no! Ahora sí, mira algo. No puede ser.
A rolling shelf can be seen starting to move all by itself right in front of her. Thankfully, after this happens, Sarah proceeds to leave the building immediately instead of continuing on with her investigation. The combination of multiple phenomena, disembodied voices, unexplained movement, and the unsettling atmosphere of an abandoned nursing home makes this video stand out. Skeptics have speculated about potential explanations, like drafts moving the shelf, or distant echoes mistaken for a voice. Others, however, point to the specificity of the phrase "I see you" as being too deliberate to dismiss as random noise. Whether this was an elaborate setup, a strange acoustic trick, or genuine paranormal activity, one thing is certain: this nursing home has an energy that most of us would rather not encounter in person. Reddit user Positive Song2293 posted a fascinating video to the interdimensional NHI subreddit.